Hello, trading is closed on April 25th, 2016. My last call said I was looking for a gap down and a rapid trade under Friday's low, which we got. We had some MEJT targets, 2085.44, 2083.01 from a few days earlier. They printed and they would prove to be good support resistance levels. As always, MEJT targets aren't really entry and exit points as they are support resistance levels. During the day and the afternoon, MEJT said ultimately lower and higher prices would print. We got the lower prices first. Here's the color-coded bar. Said the drop was false. The software said we'd come up and hit this blue line and that, I guess it's gray line, and we did. So we don't have any new MEJT targets for tomorrow. So what's going to happen tomorrow? Well, what we needed to do if you're a bear was to close outside of this Andrew's pitchfork, which we did. And now all we need is confirmation by trading under this low. I think there's a reasonable chance that that happens. We have positive and negative aspects for today's market. It's positive that we gapped down, hit a new low, but couldn't hold on to it. We actually closed over a number of prior lows. That's pretty good. But there were some earlier significant prior lows that we couldn't surpass. They aren't on this chart. What's not positive is that these consolidations overlapped. That usually isn't a sustainable pattern. Typically you'll have a gap down under this low, and then if you're going to have a recovery you'll have it after that, but the sharp move down doesn't have to be next, but often is. It's not positive that we rallied all day and we couldn't close over the middle of the day high. Closing in the last 5 minutes doesn't count because it doesn't really indicate strong hands. It's not positive we had a wall into the close and closed pretty much. It isn't the high of the day because of this, but really it shows usually retail customers buying with abandon into the close. I think there's a good chance tomorrow, once again, that we have a gap outside of the day's range, or at least have a gap and promptly trade outside of the day's range. For a number of reasons, I think we're going to promptly trade under this low, but it's not a lock, and if I'm wrong, it'll be obvious from the open. If I'm right, I think it would confirm that we had a pretty significant high up here, and I'd look for lower prices lasting at least a few days and probably more than that. So tomorrow's open should tell the tale. If we don't get the strong move tomorrow at the open, a gap, next most likely is we close little change and get the move on Wednesday. And that's today's call.